Yo, what's up, guys? It's Luke Thompson here. Today, I'm with my co-host.
I'm John 33 Cowboy Water, and this is Rapid Fire Questions.
On Cspn.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so Luke, should Jim Irsay have spent all that money trying to save that whale, or should he have spent some of that money on Jonathan Taylor?
Re-signed Taylor. I think you probably should have re-signed Taylor. Probably just the answer.
Too bad that wasn't in the cards. Maybe somehow we could go back in time and he could save the whale and then put the whale on with Jonathan Taylor as sweeten the pile a little bit, make him come back. He could just given the whale to Jonathan Taylor. Okay, next question. How great were the Colts last year?
Oh, just fabulous, What was our record again? 5 and something?
Yeah, or negative 500.
Nick Foles, Sam Ellinger. I mean, it was just a blast, But I'm glad that we can move on and just forget that it ever happened. So.
Jeff Saturday, am I right?
Oh yeah, and him too. Oh boy, that was fun. That was really fun.
Well, moving on to brighter days. So Colts Jags week 1. What'd you think?
I think it was a good game, to be honest. But
you were there in person?
Yeah, I was, and
saw it live. Electricity was just exploding. Did the roof literally blow off the building, or did they just open the roof?
No, they didn't open it because who knows why, I guess. I don't know why they didn't decide to open the roof when it was 70 degrees out and sunny and a beautiful day, but, it's okay.
Point blank period, Luke. Is Anthony Richardson the guy?
I think so. We just watched this game, Colts versus Texans. He had the first 2 drives, I'm pretty sure, touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, then got hurt. So hopefully, bless up, he's okay. We'll need him next week for the Ravens, who just beat Cincinnati. So they're on a hot streak, 2-0. So.
Okay, now for a very serious question. If you were a part of the Chick-fil-A menu, which Chick-fil-A item would you be?
Chick-fil-A sauce, because everybody loves me.
That is so true. Is Shane Steichen the next Frank Reich?
I hope that anybody is better than Frank Reich, to be honest. I think that Jeff Saturday was better than Frank Reich. So, I just think that Shane Steichen. I think he's good. That's the best way I can put it.
I was a lot more impressed this week than last. So, what are the chances the Colts are horrible enough to get Marvin Harrison Jr. This next draft?
Very, very slight, to be honest. I don't know if that's really a possibility. You have the Texans. I don't know, some other people, but I don't see us being in the race for it. But you never know. Anything can happen. So.
And then we'll get Arch.
Archman.
Oh, yeah, Archman, and then it'll work out.
Blast.
Is Ballard to blame, and will he be here next year? I mean, he might be here next year, but from what I was told, somehow they can magically throw him out of the building or something. So, is Ballard to blame?
Kinda. I don't really care, about if he comes back, if he stays, if he goes. It doesn't matter to me. Same with Irsay, same with whoever. I don't know. I'm pretty sure whoever we get will be better.
Could we trade the whale for Ballard?
Oh,
Ballard for the whale.
The whale's got more money on him than Ballard does, so who.
I think Pete is going to come after us for making fun of dead whales. But
whoever that is, probably.
It was just a joke, Peter. It's a joke. O-line, secondary, or wide receivers, which is worse?
Secondary. I think secondary, but it's the wide receivers really aren't that bad. It's really just between the O-line and the secondary. Secondary, we have good individual players, but they don't play well as a team. Kenny Moore is a great player. Julian Blackmon, amazing. Nick Cross, good. Julius Brent's good. Dallas Flowers, he's all right. All these players, but when they get put together and they're supposed to be a team, it just doesn't work out well.
Rigoberto Sanchez?
He's terrible. Get him off.
Moving on for a second, switching gears to the NBA Pacers. What are Pacers going to do?
Ben Shepherd, I think we'll be good this year. That's
very interesting.
I think we'll make the playoffs.
Golden State Warriors.
Chris Paul, I don't like that trade at all. I think it's a terrible trade. But, look on the bright side. Someone's going to facilitate the ball, pass it. I mean, he can score.
Will LeBron cry more?
Probably. I think that the Warriors, I think we're going to be good this year. So.
Finals prediction.
I got to put the Warriors in there. Warriors.
Agreed.
Probably Warriors.
Because why not?
Celtics.
I see
Warriors Celtics rematch.
Old boys from last year that just won it in there too. So I'm gonna show them. Heck, I don't know.
What? The Nuggets?
Yeah, Nuggets.
No.
Okay, that's a good question. Nuggets. What is their?
The Nuggets are not that good. They really, when they get put up against the Warriors slap them every time. Golden State swept them 2 years ago, in the playoffs. So I mean, I don't know. I think that the Warriors are a better team.
This is already obviously infinitely better than anything on ESPN. We've just proven that right now. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, easily.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers sucks to see. I really thought that they could have, been something, like made it to the Super Bowl. They have Garrett Wilson, Nicole Hardman, Breece Hall, Dalvin Cook, all these players, Quinn Williams. I mean, all these guys, Sauce Gardner, just good assets, and it just sucks to see, the main leader go down. But
will he return?
No, not this year.
I mean, I'm talking about
in the future. Maybe. I think he might be on a 2-year contract. I could be wrong, but I think he's on 2 years, so I think he'll come back next year. And just hope for the best for Aaron Rodgers. Hopefully, he doesn't go back into another cave
and drink ayahuasca.
To sleep, so.
Yeah, no ayahuasca. No ayahuasca here, friends. Going back. Oh wait, we already went back to. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you. We're switching back to NFL. So you talked about Rodgers. Okay, Colts record. What's Colts record this year?
Yeah, whatever.
It's a word from our producers.
I would say probably 9 or 10 wins. It depends on the health of Anthony Richardson. I wouldn't put.
I'm gonna go with 7 to 9.
See, we're playing. I think we play 17 games, but
9 with a playoff like Jacksonville last year.
But
maybe.
It kind of depends on the health of the team. Jonathan Taylor, whatever happens with him. So.
Super Bowl prediction.
Super Bowl prediction. I want to put the Colts in there, but I think we have a little bit of developing to do. So, I don't know. Probably 49ers. Shoot. Who do you let me flip the script on you for a second. Who do you think from the AFC will make it into the Super Bowl?
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
And I want the Chargers, and other than that, I really don't care. But I don't see why you picking against Chiefs.
Yeah.
Once they figure out how to throw the ball correctly, I think they'll be fine. Stroud. Will Stroud find his happiness? Will Stroud find an offensive line and people catch the ball?
He's not even going to find a win on his record this year. So, he tore us up though. Our little secondary played like trash. So, per usual, threw for how many yards on us? Like 360. I think 360.
Which is pretty funny.
Like unacceptable numbers. Never should be happening. But stuff happens, I guess. So just move on and get better from it.
Will Bryce Young and Adam Thielen be spotted at a Chi-Chi's next Thursday, having started their newfound friendship down there in Carolina?
Oh, I mean, they might shake it up and go somewhere else, but I think their friendship is going to go a long way, and the targets are just going to keep rising. So.
How hypocritical is the NFL? Not that I support gambling, but how hypocritical is the NFL for gambling, and more gambling, and then telling a Colts player not to gamble?
Well, it really just depends on what they were betting on. you know, in my opinion, like I don't think that necessarily betting is great for the NFL because if players bet an over under however many rushing yards, imagine if a running back bet on itself or like their own team. I mean, they'll do anything for money. So, you know,
Straight hypocrites.
hypocrites. Yeah.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Will Nick Cross win Defensive Player of the Year?
No, not in that secondary.
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year, Richardson. You know, like
It's possible.
so serious too, like Anthony Richardson.
So, you know, Jacksonville played a non-existent AFC South last year and got into the playoffs. Will they go to the Super Bowl this year?
No, they're not going to go to the Super Bowl this year. They just lost to the Chiefs, 9-17. So, tough luck, but on to the next week.
I could see them in the playoffs again, but
In the playoffs, I mean, I could see them.
we'll see.
I don't think they're going to win the division. They'll probably go. They'll probably be the wild card, but you know, stuff. You know, just depends on the health of the Colts.
Good, but don't get too crazy yet. So that just bleeds right into who wins the AFC South.
Us. Depending on who's healthy. Gardner Minshew came in and threw for 1 touchdown, I think. So I mean, he managed the game really well, and it's the best. It's the best thing.
Don't fear the beard, fear the mustache. Will Chiefs get back to the Super Bowl?
Chiefs get back to the Super Bowl. Possibly. I wouldn't put it behind them. You know, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, that duo.
Will Travis Kelce keep just the mustache or do the whole beard?
I don't know. It depends on how superstitious he's feeling.
It probably does have something to do with it. Eagles get back to the Super Bowl.
They just beat the Vikings Thursday Night Football. They're starting off 2-0. Who did they play week 1? Patriots. That was a close game. The Patriots looked pretty nice in that game, to be honest. But I don't know if it was because the Eagles were playing like trash or because the Patriots actually might be good. So.
And for our last two questions, very serious questions. Does Alec Pierce dip his gloves in butter before each game?
I mean, he has to. I mean, if you watch the tape, I mean, you know that little LeBron chalk little throwing up in the air?
You should do that. He'd probably make it a lot better.
I mean, Alec Pierce will sit here with a stick of butter in his hands and just...
And if Michael Pittman Jr. were a loaf of bread, would he be a half loaf of bread or a full loaf of bread?
Probably a full, you know. If I was going to trade, a full loaf of bread has more value than a half loaf of bread. So I would say that Michael Pittman has high trade value, and, you know, I think he's up there in skill, and, you know, he's uprising, especially with Anthony Richardson, how many targets he gets per game, you know. He's up there, so I'd say a full loaf of bread.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, not really.
Well, this has been another CSPN. I'm John 33 Cowboy Water, and this is
Luke Thompson, Eric T. Jr., and this is CSPN part 715. And as always, guys,
Peace out. Yee!